Dinked it right there. Oh, you gotta love this. This is just December white bass fishing here in northeast Oklahoma is a lot of fun. Nice fish. I started fishing here on Grand Lake when I was a really young man. I actually started guiding here on the lake back when I was 16 years old, and grew up channel catfishing and blue catfishing here on Grand Lake. But when I started guiding for black bass, white bass, and crappie, and eventually worked that into kind of trophy blue catfish fishing. And I started looking into the professional world of catfishing and tackle manufacturing, and decided to build a better brand of catfishing tackle called Team Catfish. And a few years ago I started experimenting with some other brands and moved the catfishing brand into a new business called Outdoor Brands. At Outdoor Brands we have Team Catfish, we have Nutrideer, we have CheapSinkers.com, Spoonbill King, and the latest addition is a brand called Flea Fly. Now, a lot of people here in Oklahoma have heard of the Flea Fly brand because it was started in Inola, Oklahoma in 1952. Well, we're revitalizing the Flea Fly brand, and as we do that, we're introducing or reintroducing a lot of the old Flea Fly jigs that were built back in the 50s and 60s in Tulsa. And we're going to have two different series. We're going to have a classic series, and we're going to have a natural series, and we're going to have 5 colors in each series. Now, we have 5 sizes in each color, so this gives somebody a big range from 64th, 32nd, 16th, 8th, and quarter-ounce jigs in a natural series and a classic series. And one of the things that I want you to notice, the original head design on all of the Flea Fly jigs is what we call an aspirin head. It's really narrow that way, but it's round from the side view, and then we have a 45-degree angle that comes out of that jig's head, and we are the only ones in the country that have this head. Now, we don't have a jillion different colors, but what we did was pick the very best colors, the classic colors in the classic series, the best natural colors in the natural series, and I tell you, I think we're doing a bang-up job. These white bass are really enjoying them, and there's people catching lots of crappie on these old Flea Fly jigs. This isn't a very hard technique. What I'm doing, we're just throwing up to the bank, and we're using a quarter-ounce jig, Flea Fly jig, and I'm letting it go up and hit the bottom and picking it up and hopping it right down the drop-off. And it's not hard to do. You just need to be able to have constant contact with your line, and I like to use a high-vis line where I can see it as soon as it hits. There he is. There was a fish. Just smacked that just like that. I saw that line jump, and oh, white popped it. That's what we're looking for. Over here, there's mud banks and rock banks on the Neosho River and Spring River also, and sometimes they're on the rock bank, sometimes they're on the mud bank, and really all we're doing is just throwing up there to the bank and just hopping it back down to us, letting it hit the bottom real slow. You can't fish fast right now when you got cold water, and it's not that complicated, but I like to use a high-vis line where I can see that as soon as that jig hits the bottom, see the line just fell right there. I pick it up. There was a hit right there. Good Lord. Another nice one. Look at that. There is nothing in the world wrong with that.